Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to you from Trout Country, where we don't have a lot of time tonight. Both these guys had to work today, and by the time they met me at the stream, we're looking at about 6:30. It is summertime right now, so it's going to go to about, I would say, 8:30 before it gets pitch dark. Now, with that being said, it didn't take much. It took Pautzke Gold Label salmon eggs. We've gone through almost a whole jar today. Hey! No wonder you said I didn't need to be here till 6. You're catching them like crazy. Nice rainbow.
Usually don't go far. Shoreline. Okay. It's not that big though.
The rainbow?
Double.
Big Mike hooked it up. Ooh, is that a better fish or just fighting? Ooh, nice rainbow. Rainbow's got some nice colors to him.
Auto jog by all day long.
Hey everybody, appreciate it for Pautzke Outdoors. We're doing a little trout fishing tonight. We're only allowed to use one jar. We're showing you the Gold Label glitter salmon eggs basically work really good. Now, we came out with Gold Label first in 1998, and from 1998 all the way to 2008, we didn't really sell many. People didn't know what they were. They didn't realize glitter works. All of a sudden in 2008 it exploded, and today we sell about 250,000 jars a year of Gold Label, and people are realizing how well eggs with gold glitter on it works. We're going to show you that tonight in 2 quick hours of fishing.
Oh, hold on. You good? I'm under you. Let's swing them around. You should be good. Good colors on that fish. You got to change it up to the bite. Depends what they want, but you know, my hands always glitter. That red would glitter, and missed that one too, but I always use it, you know. It's always a go-to color for me, and I catch a lot of fish, a lot of big fish, you know, and just like that natural deluxe and that pink shrimp, they all work. But sometimes they come in spurts where the red, something about that glitter and that red, it just attracts them. And, you know, I always catch fish on it all year long, no matter where I go, what system I go to.
Father and son. Oh, whoa, that was a good one.
We got that.
I'm a little slow with the camera today.
About again, maybe.
Are they both rainbows?
Yeah.
There's one. Oh yeah, pretty fish.
Yeah, I love this spot.
Ooh.
I thought it was going to be flooded back here, but
Big Mike, big trout. Ooh. Nice trout. The egg bite is on.
Alrighty, we're out here fishing. As you see, catching a ton of fish, and I'm going to give you a little insider of what I'm doing and what I use and my strategies. Well, I'm running an ultralight rod, usually like a 5.6, maybe a 6-foot rod, depending on what creek I'm fishing. 6-pound main line to a small float. You know, this isn't a big river or tributary, so a 3-gram float you can get away with. A couple split shots to keep that float nice and straight in the water. Then you come down to a barrel swivel, a couple more split shots. And now this line here usually is to get your bait down in that striking zone, and you know, this is a fixed float, so you got to kind of adjust it to each hole, which I kind of like to do. I don't like slip floats. Then I give it a 4-pound leader. The water's running really, really clear, and then I drop down to a size 18 caddis, and the secret, Gold Label.
Big Mike with the hot hand. Oh, that's a nice one too. You see him flash? Big Mike. He's digging, the fish is digging, doesn't want to come up. As you can see, it's getting to be later in the night. Nice fish. Oh yeah, he's a fighter.
Alright, as you see, we're just picking through these fish, you know. We're fishing a little bit later on in the year, you know, the summer months, so the fish aren't really thick in the holes. So we're finding those real deep runs where these fish are laying up in rapid sections, and the good old gold label.
Well, these fish are feisty. We've caught a dozen trout in the first hour, another dozen the second hour, probably 2 to 3 dozen to be honest with you. We've released every one of these fish, and they're beautiful fish that are just aggressive. They see that glitter, makes them react, and they bite pretty quickly. Now, another thing to consider here is this stream has not been stocked since late April, okay? So May, June, July, it's August 1st right now. Hasn't been stocked in several months. It's been hit pretty hard. It shows you that, you know what, when you have good bait, you can still get fish to bite. The Twilight Last Light Bite. I'll never forget a story. It was about 5 years ago. We were filming up in a high mountain stream, and this guy had a limit of his trout. And I went up and asked him, I said, "Hey, what'd you catch all those fish on?" And he said, "Oh, I caught them all on worms." Well, unfortunately for him, I don't think he realized that we looked at his hands and they were all glittered up. And I said to him, "Are you sure you didn't catch those on gold label?" He said, "What do you mean by gold label?" He was trying to act like he didn't know what it was. And I said, "Well, if your hands got glitter on them and I can see the red egg juice on them, you probably caught all those on gold label." He goes, "How did you know that?" Pulled the jar out of his pocket. Sure enough, every one of them came on gold label. So if you see a guy walking down the stream, he's got a lot of fish, he's got glitter on his hands, you probably caught him on gold label. He gone.